The games of the 32nd Olympiad in 2020 are awarded to the city of Tokyo. Yeah!
Joy from the Japanese delegation when the International Olympics Committee announced Tokyo had been picked to host the 2020 Olympics. Brand new sports venues, including a new national stadium, were built in anticipation of throngs of Olympic visitors. Officials saw the Games as an opportunity to promote the country's growing tourism industry and showcase omotenashi, Japanese-style hospitality. But the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted plans. The Games were postponed a year, and in March, international spectators were banned. Earlier this month, in the face of rising infections, officials banned nearly all domestic spectators too.
I think the reaction from the Japanese people, they haven't been supportive of the 1 year postponement. And this has been ongoing for months, and there's been a lack of enthusiasm.
Professor of Public Diplomacy at Kyoto University of Foreign Studies, Nancy Snow, says athletes may be affected by competing in venues without spectators.
This will impact the athletes. They're human beings. They're exceptionally talented, but they're still human beings. They have emotions, and they're going to feel that. You got to have fans for the Olympics. You got to have that buildup. You got to have the cheering.
Even after years of promotion for the Tokyo Olympics, areas like the Asakusa District and Nakamise-dori Market aren't filled with tourists like they were before the pandemic. Visitors are sparse and local vendors are hurting, like Mika Soka Hanaishi, who teaches tea ceremony fundamentals.
I already lost 80% of the sales since last year. But obviously, I was expecting getting more, the time that the Olympics was open.
Despite their apprehensions about hosting the Olympics, the decision to forbid almost all spectators is seen by many Japanese residents as regrettable, even if necessary.
In terms of preventing spread of the pandemic, I think the choice to forbid spectators was the only way to open the Olympics.
Well, live performances are held with large audiences, so I think it's a little sad that no spectators will be allowed at the Olympics.
If these Olympics succeed, I think Japan's reputation will rise, but I wonder how much economic effect it will have because we will have spent more money by then. I think we won't know whether it's good or bad until it's over.
Steve Ross for VOA News, Tokyo.